YAP has raised a Series B round of funding of $10 million, co-led by Flourish Ventures and Omidyar Network India. YAP is an API infrastructure company that helps businesses to connect with financial institutions and roll out their own branded products across payments, credit, neobanking, etc. Joining us right now is co-founder Madhusudanan. Madhusudanan, welcome on the show. And this is the second fundraise for YAP in less than a year. You raised your Series A in April of 2020. Tell us, what is the growth that you have seen that led you to raise, your next round so soon?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. Actually, the pandemic, if there are a few businesses that had a lot of tailwinds, I can say with reasonable confidence that one of the businesses that benefited out of the pandemic was ours. We see a lot of acceleration in the way many of the financial institutions actually wanted to adopt the API platform. In many ways, almost a decade happened in the past year, right? And that can only be sort of forced by act of God, if you will. Therefore, we had to, obviously go back to investors and accelerate our plans in terms of how we would, want to grow the company. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying a decade happened in the last year, especially for fintech infrastructure providers like YAP. Tell us what the funds will be used for. I understand that you're looking to expand to more countries. You currently are in about 6 countries. And also that you're looking to, boost your team through acqui-hires. So tell us what the plans are there.
Absolutely. In fact, what's happening, is that India today is seen as the sort of leader in many of the fintech, opportunities that are out there, right? So therefore, all of the work that we do here by working with the different companies, there is heightened appetite and ask from several of the markets which look up to India to actually deliver or build their own sort of product capabilities. Right? So in every market that we we sort of go, there's always this ask around how do we do an UPI equivalent in this market? How do we do some of the products that India is doing so well? So we see whatever we have built in India is not limited to this market, but the optionality to actually take it to other markets and sort of grow strongly in those markets as well. So we're live currently in about 5 markets across Asia.
Okay.
Hopefully with this funding, we are able to take it up to 10 or 12 markets by the end of this year.
So 10 or 12 markets by the end of the year. Also tell us what your targets are for 2021 in terms of the number of banks you will work with, number of businesses. Currently you work with about 20 banks and cater to over 300 businesses. What's the target there?
Yeah, I think so. We are, we have to obviously deliver on the promise to a number of these fintechs. So that's an area where we will obviously strengthen our team and how we go about solving for some of the fintechs who come to us for solutioning. So we are, an index of fintech action today. So therefore, as the fintech, ecosystem evolves in the country, we would like to believe that we are able to attract a lot more of those companies to us. We would be sort of more than glad to double this in the next 8 to 10 to 12 months or so. I think we are fairly well covered in terms of the number of banks that we work with in India. We work at what we call as the fintech friendly bank. Some of the large banks, as well as some of these banks which are using partnership as a way to sort of grow, right? Whether it's if I can just quote some names, SBM Bank in India, or at the other end of the spectrum, ICICI Bank or RBL or Yes Bank, all of them are looking to be seen as fintech friendly, right? And we are essentially sort of trying to make sure that we capitalize on this opportunity by bringing the right partnership to these banks and also help deliver the solutions in the market.
All right. And any new areas that you're focusing on? You help your customers provide services in neobanking, credit, payments, etc. Any other such solutions that you're building?
Yeah, so we are working on a number of ideas around how we can serve these customers better. As you are aware and the viewers are aware, RBI opened up the whole video KYC capability, which really sort of sets the pedestal for delivering financial services completely digitally. We've had first few companies that have actually started delivering some of these fully remotely. You can sit at home and much like how you are ordering food on Swiggy, you can order a financial services product almost in a matter of minutes. Right? We see that acceleration going. So therefore, both organically and inorganically, we are looking at how we can strengthen some of those areas. we'll probably sort of, as it unravels, we'll probably sort of talk about it more.